Howdy howdy, this is Blue Otter, and today we're going to play Starbirds. Starbirds is a relaxing asteroid base building and resource management game. You can discover and mine countless asteroids, create production networks, and guide your flock of spacefaring birds to new interstellar horizons. Scan and claim nearby asteroids to mine resources ranging from ice and metals to rather obscure things. Build production facilities and automate the manufacturing of increasingly advanced goods. Deliver products to your space station to fulfill quests that satisfy the needs of your birds, however odd these might be. Establish transportation routes to create a bustling cosmic production network, advance your technology, and ultimately take off to foreign star systems to pursue the mysteries of your galaxy. Starbirds offers a 360 building on asteroids ranging from space potato to various Easter eggs, resource gathering and management mechanics, a vibrant art style inspired by kurzgesagt videos and lots of birds, of course, a mysterious campaign and story with kurzgesagt vibes, resource and production processes inspired by real science, high replayability on countless procedurally generated asteroids, intuitive and satisfying game mechanics, a unique and colorful journey through outer space, magpie's nest full of shiny achievements. Starbirds is made by Toukana Interactive, creators of Dorfromantik and curiosity-sparking YouTube animation studio kurzgesagt. In a nutshell, match made in space, but also in Germany. With each side extending the other a wing, this collaboration has gone from bad puns about fruit to eating a colorful space mining operation that we're proud to send our birds on. No birds were harmed in the creation of this game. Or tea. Oh, that's kind of murky. Brown tea. And get out of my chair. Aye, aye, Captain. Wearing my hat, taking over my seat. Gather round, flock. I have a few words to say, but for now begins our great mission. This should be some good squawking. Today we embark on a journey for the good of all bird kind. In the past, we locked wings and reached for the first mango, but today we reach for the stars. Mangoes do not power starships. We need rare earth fruits, iron, silicon, fruits that power dreams. That's a mighty fine speech and all, Cap, but what's our actual mission here and now? Right. Ruth, actually, we need to make a quick stop to fill up on supplies before we can continue. At ease, everyone. Let's get to work. Good hustle. Sablena, Sector 1 hatched. We're here, flock. These asteroids look promising. Initiate landing. How does this work again? Not the red button. Maybe his cryo egg got cooked on the way out here. I'm fine, Stella. Just walk me through the controls. I'm not familiar with this model. Just pay attention to the instructions, Cap. You won't put a claw wrong. Probably. Listen up, flock. According to my notes, we should start with this quest. We have this. We're going to accept. Captain requests iron. Click on the asteroid to see if it has iron. So if we just hover over it, we can see, like, this has got these two. We've got iron and aluminum. When we press enter, take a closer look, zoom in and out with your mouse wheel. Rotate the asteroid by holding down the left mouse button and moving the mouse. So you can do this with the mouse button, or you can do this with the WASD. A little bit slower with the WASD, but it still works. It still functions. Looks like a kidney bean almost. Okay, so anyway, we need to click on one of these big craters. I'm going to click on this one. I like to do one that's got a little bit more on the sunny side here. First, find a iron deposit, then drag an extractor from the building inventory onto it. This costs you credits. So this one is aluminum. It says over here. It'll say over here. That's aluminum. That's aluminum. Here's iron. What do we have over here? That's also aluminum. There's our iron. So we can just drag something like right here. Click and drag your left mouse button to draw a pipe from the extractor to the launch pod. So you just literally just drag this and go over there. Great, now let's really speed things up. Slap down some more extractors and connect them to the launch pad. This music is phenomenal. I love this. Let's do one here. And let's do another one. Okay, and I think that's really about all I can fit right there on that particular one. There we go. Well done, Flock. We've really earned those credits. So yeah, we just claim this and we get some money off of that. A single launch pad can keep up with can't keep up with more than 4 extractors. Build a second launch pad for better efficiency. So we can build a second launch pad here. We're doing great already. Now let's ramp up our production. We need to stockpile some more iron and aluminum. So we come over here. We're going to accept this. For this quest, you need to extract and deliver aluminum to the space station. So, hold on. This one we'll do there. And then we'll get a second one here. Now, I do like minimal pipes. I know a lot of people are doing like crazy amount of pipes. Does that? Yeah, that one is going off. That's also more aluminum. So we can get 1, 2 more. There we go. Yeah, it's starting to go through. Yeah, let's click on this. Not bad, but with these materials, we can build up our station to earn more credits. Let's pick our first module. So we have living quarters. We're going to accept that. And that's just a matter of, as we send stuff over, it's going to collect, and we can just literally collect money. That'll make our station extra cozy, but now let's get back to business. There are still some resources missing from my list. So we need titanium and water, so let's accept that. Hover over the quest icon and then over the requested materials. So we have titanium. We can't find the resources here. Click on the map button to the left and explore. Click on the unidentified asteroid and spend tech points to discover it. So we've got 15 tech points. We're going to spend 5 tech points. Now you can enter the discovered asteroid and land on it. All right, so we're going to, I know I usually like to say, I like to stay on the sunny side, but we'll stick with the one that looks a little bit more central. Hey, look at that titanium and water from around here waiting for us. All right, so here's our water. So we can just click, we can add a water. Pit and feathers, we're out of credits. That's no problem. These shiny nuggets are just what we need to get some extra credits. Yolk just needs to collect them. So we've got a deploy rover right there. Ensign Yoke reporting for duty. Sir, Captain, sir. Well, this is no simulation, Ensign. You must use the utmost caution. Am I understood? Sir, yes, sir, Captain, sir. I like your spirit, Ensign Yoke, but you don't need to call me sir. Just Captain will do nicely. I drag a path for the rover. This is so much fun. You can literally just do this as you go around. Is there more? Yeah, there's more. Here's. Right there. So as you go through, it makes new ones. Okay, we're going to draw our pipe there. And that was water, so we're going to do another water there. That's also water. I need titanium. There doesn't seem to be a lot of titanium on here. Let's do that. There we go. And is that titanium? That's more water. Yeah, that's it for, well, I got this last little bit here. We'll do another one right here. There we go. And that should get us with titanium shortly. All right, almost done. The last thing we need to do is fill up our oxygen tanks so we're ready to travel onwards. New quest from the captain. We need water. Craft. To produce oxygen, we need a refiner. Click on the building inventory to start the research. So we're coming in here. We do have just enough tech points that we can research this right now. And then as soon as we get 10 water sent, then we'll have that research. We can place that down. And let's see. Yeah, we're going to end up. Okay, let's do a little bit more of that. Excellent news. I've completed the research. I need to build a refiner. Now claim your reward. All right, so we have building research, the refiner. Let's go ahead and claim that. Drag it from the building and inventory. Okay, so we've already got 4 there. I think I want to build a second launch pad right here. We're gonna actually, I know it says to do that, but we're gonna do a little bit differently. We're gonna have water and water. And I'm gonna do a little bit, place an extractor of water on a water deposit and connect it. Okay, that's interesting. So if I place this directly on a water deposit, does it... I wonder if it makes it directly. Let's see. I don't think it does. Good to note. Okay. So what we can do is we're going to add a second refiner here. I'm going to show you what we're going to do with this. Now this, I don't think we can't go over. So we've got to go around. The refiner converts water into oxygen we need to complete the quest. Now connect the refiner with the launch pad to send oxygen into the space station. So we can do that. We're going to do a second. There we go. Now, the rover, however, the rover can go over. The rover can go anywhere. Okay. Well done. We've stocked up on supplies. Now, nothing stands in our way to discover even more valuable Earth fruits. Excellent work, Flock. With all these materials stocked and our machines fixed up, it should be a smooth journey to our next destination. I recalibrated our devices and improved the precision of our trajectory calculation by 20.2853%. That's if my math correct, and I do believe it is. Space exploration isn't about math. You've got to expect the unexpected. Trust your gut. No comment. Tell me, Rust, is your gut familiar with Kestrel's laws of planetary motion? Or maybe I didn't need to stay up all night doing the calculations that stop us being smashed apart by asteroids. Thank you, Stella. I'm sure Rust was, joking. Humph. Let's, put all that math to work then. Flock to the stars. I've said all these games are just hidden math games. So we did get 7 stars. So I'm curious what it's going to take to get the 50 and the 100% if there is a finite amount of resources, and are you able to collect all of them, or what the deal is. All right, let's travel to the next sector. Sablena, Sector 2, a strange discovery. Captain, I'm getting strange readings from this sector. My sensors have picked up a statistical anomaly, something with extreme mass and density. That sounds just the kind of resource we're looking for. Where is it? We'll have to get closer to investigate. But Captain, there is a matter of a debris field. I'd advise we make our approach steadily over a few days, carefully monitoring. What are you squawking about? Captain, this is a great unknown we came out here for. Don't let Stella scare you. I'm not scared, Science Officer Stella set a course for that group of asteroids. Scared? I'm not afraid of rocks. We're very close now. Let's go find this strange object. So we've got 4 asteroids, and this time we're going to go into the center one to start. We're very close now. Let's find this strange object. That appears to be a strange object. So let's start with... Let's set up right here. That rock has to be the culprit. What is that? Great gizzards. I've never seen something like this before. I'd like to take it to our station for examination, but it seems to have fused with the asteroid. That ain't no problem. All you need is an excavation hub, and lucky you, I know how to build one. Lucky you, we know how to do tech points. You're missing tech points to start researching. One way to obtain tech points is to extend your space station with modules. So we're going to click on this. We're going to accept. And now we need to do some water. So let's do water. And we're just going to click there. Do we have another? We do have another water over here. There we go. And that will fill up, and that will eventually... leave. Yeah, it goes back to the thing, to the spaceship. Perfect. Then we just claim this, and we got some tech points. Modules need taking care of sometimes, like plants. Completing supply quests is a reliable way to earn credits and tech points by delivering more of the same resources. So we can choose if we need resources or credits. To get the excavation hub... Hold on. It's not researched. Okay, let's research some more of that, and then we'll get some water. There we go. We could just do... Is that more water? Put water right there. We'll get an extractor. You can do mouse wheel to rotate items. There we go. I believe we have enough to get that. Yes, we want 10 to do that. Gets us more. So I like to do this where we're just always doing this. There are loads of quests now. How do I let my flock know which is the most important? The uppermost quest will get resources first. Rearrange quests by dragging and dropping them into the order you want. So like if I want this first, well, they both kind of went. There we go. Excavation hub, we can claim that. This one we're gonna do here. So we do have some oxygen going down. Where is... There we are. Excavation hub is 250. We have just enough. Look at that. That took up some of the resources. Come on, Ruth. What's taking so long with the excavation? I want to get that strange object. Hey, this ain't like building a nest. Sticks and feathers ain't gonna cut it for high-tech work. Unless you want to peck that thing out with your beak. No, that doesn't sound like much fun. That's what I thought. Now let's get going. I'm gonna need these resources to get started. All right, so we're going to collect that one. Deliver the resources from Ruth's quest directly to the excavation hub. Let's do water there. We need to get this. So we need oxygen and gold. So let's go ahead and accept that. So there's water. So we can do, here's gold. We're gonna drag that straight to there. I do need some more income. What do we have here? We need aluminum, which I don't have. And this one is water. Let's deploy the rover. This is a fun little mini game that you can then go through and did I lose my almost lost my rover. Did I lose my rover? Okay, so you can always just place them down wherever. Okay, that should get us some of there. New supply quest, let's get water. Okay, so that's getting gold. So we need no, not a launch pad, an extractor for water. That needs to go away. Hold on, can we? There, I want it to go right there. Have this be as close as we can. And then it's going to turn that into oxygen and there. So that's living quarters, that's lab. Here's there. That one we can't get to anyway. This one we'll do oxygen. Okay, this one's almost got it. It's just a matter of really getting one more. We can do another one. There is looking good so far. The next step is to tickle that object with a little radiation. I'm gonna need some uranium. Only problem is there ain't no uranium on this rock. We need to get it from another asteroid. Receive resources from another asteroid. You're gonna need a landing pad. Research it from the building. Inventory. Well, first thing we're going to... First thing I want to do is I do want to make a second one of these to go here. Okay. Can we do a line there? No. Okay. Yeah, a landing pad I'm gonna click on that. Well, I need some money. And let's accept that one. So first thing we might as well do is get some landing pads going. Yes, we want to research that. And that needs to take top priority. Okay, that one's only got 3, so let's do... Hold on. Yeah, it just needs water. There we go. 2 things of water. We have 1 of oxygen and 1 of gold. That's almost done. Oh, here we go. Landing pad. Let's go ahead and claim that. I've researched the landing pad to receive the uranium. To make sure it's safe, let's place it on a big crater on the excavation asteroid. Okay, so let's actually do it right over here. Is that what? Wait. No, I take it back. I want it on this one. Now let's go back to, because I believe we're going to need to have this. Hold on. That. Remove the pipe. This is going to need to go here. Okay. Now let's go back to... We're going to go back to the map. And we're going to find one with uranium. So this one's got the uranium. We're going to match the symbols. Let's go ahead and discover that. I've got plenty of tech points, so discovery is not a problem. This one is humming with uranium. Let's get our production going. Okay, so with here, we need to pick which one we want to start with. Let's go to this one. Naturally, it is... Where is on the other side, of course. Oh, well, here, there's this. This one's humming with uranium. Let's get our goal going. So we need uranium. Let's do extractor. Let's get a couple extractors going. Now this is gonna default go to the ship. So let me get this all set up. We can do 4 of these. Our rockets are delivering uranium to the station by default. Go back to the map and make a change. Okay, we're gonna fix that. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over to the map. We're gonna drag this over here. And now that is gonna go to this one. Fantastic work, Flock. The uranium is being delivered to the other asteroid. Let's return to it now. So this is all set up. We don't need to do anything with it. See, it's going in here. And then it's being filtered into here, into this. We need to be getting some more money though. So we're gonna do some money things. We're almost there. Pretty sure this is the last thing we need to break the strange object loose. So we need crystals. Or sorry, quartz. Wait, what is this quartz resource? Never heard of it. Hover your cursor over Roost Quest and then click quartz to open the wiki. So if we click on this, it would appear that we need to produce quartz ourselves and that we need a chemical lab. So what a coincidence. We have it right here. Oh, click on the chemical lab and research it. So for that, we need right here, we're going to prioritize that one. But I see that we need silicon. Now we do not have silicon here. So silicon is the semicircle one. So let's go back to the map. And this has got silicon. So let's come over here. Let's go ahead and discover. And enter. All right, so first things first, we got to set up where we want to go. This looks like a heart. Let's go here. All right. Click on the chemical lab. Okay, we're already on that. Yeah, more on income. All right, so this is silicon. Now remember, this is going to default straight to the ship. And what we know, it's not that we need silicon, it's that we need water. So we're working on getting, water. And I do not have this one. But what we're gonna also need, I need to go back here. I need a second landing pad right there. And can we? No. Okay, hold on. You. I need you to go over here, and there we go. There is our chemical lab. So we can claim that. I've researched the chemical lab. Dreams do come true. I've always wanted my own chemical lab. Good job, Stella. So according to the wiki, we should combine water and silicon in the chemical lab. Okay, so we're going to go back over here. Now this is going to go to that one. And then that will help. That will send it back to the excavator thing. Okay, so we've got silicon. What we need to do is we need to remove this. We're going to take a chemical lab right here. Silicon. We need an extra thing of water. So let's get some more income. I just need another 9, 8. I accidentally clicked on this one and I don't have access to aluminum, so I think that's on the other. Let's go ahead and cancel that one. Yeah, I don't have any of these. Let's just get this one. Hold on, let's go over here. I know we're combining on that. Now it lets me go through. There we go. Let's get water. Yeah, I should have enough now to do stuff. Okay, but I need water. Yeah, there's that. Now for this one, I need to do just silicon. So what I'm going to actually have is I'm going to do A launch pad. Excellent work, Flock. We're now refining a steady stream of quartz. Do you need anything further, science officer? Maybe a tissue. My chemical lab is just so beautiful. I wish we'd brought a poet on this mission. Come on now, Stella. It takes all sorts to make some quartz. Ah, Captain. That's very poetic. Now let's deliver on the quartz to the excavation site. I did not finish reading that. Okay. What I need, though, is I need a second one of these to go there. Because we just want just some silicon. Okay. That should help with that one. We're going to do some oxygen because we've already got some oxygen on the other planet. And then this is getting... So this one's going straight to the ship. This one is going to the other one. So that's water and water. Oh, there we are. Solar sails and... I've never seen birds gather resources so fast. It seems mystery is an excellent motivator. Now let's take a closer look at this strange object. Hold on to your bird butts. Just gotta lift this thing carefully. Then I can... Huh? Whoa, Captain, you're not gonna believe this, but it's flying. Quick, hitch it to my rover. That'll stop it from floating away. But it's not floating away, it's just floating. Like magic. We have to see what's inside of this rock. It could be like a tiny alien spaceship or something. Excuse me? If we're going to open up this potentially dangerous object, we're doing it in a controlled lab environment. You heard Stella. To the lab. Command team only. Oh, and Ensign Yolk, you come too. I don't want you to miss this. Seems awfully small. Well, I guess asteroid. That is a good question. For one thing, what is the average size of an asteroid? Captain looks like a rock. Oh my. Have you found out what it is? Something not native to our system. You are here. So that's cool. That is a strange discovery. I guess that was the last one we were on. I want to go back and look at the other one. Let's see. The average size of an asteroid is difficult to pinpoint due to their wide range of sizes. Asteroids vary from small rubble piles under a kilometer across to large objects like Ceres, a dwarf planet almost 1,000 kilometers in diameter. Let's stay here real quick. Let's click on that. I would be curious. Spend my last 5 discovery points. Okay, so here we've got... We can do... Let's do copper. Enter. Oh, because I don't have the tech points. I gotta wait for one of these because that was not foresight on my part. So let's see, this one's almost done. And then we'll go and we'll get something with tech points. Oh, cool. So you can kind of, I don't know if you can just see this now but I'm willing to bet there's some different colors here. Let's get this one. And yeah, we've got plenty of these. We just need put those there. Okay, let's plan on getting this one because this will get copper, which does look like a mining resource there. So very cool. Okay, so there's the wiki that you can access. There we go. Now which one was I gonna do? I was gonna do this one. Man, look at how colorful that is. Okay, so let's do an excavator. Well, that's silicon. Here's aluminum. We have silicon copper. Copper is just an excavator. So yeah, we can do not a launch pad, an excavator. Right here. We have discovered copper. And let's do... because I shouldn't need to do much more than that. We could do... let's see, not... yeah, we could do water to there. Let's see, what other... oh, this is like, what ones have we done? So quartz is that and water, which we could do. Maybe. Let's see if we have aluminum. Aluminum is just something that we have. Yeah. All right. I think, did we finish the... yeah, I just wanted to finish the engine room. That was all I wanted to do. There we go. All right, I think that is that. So we have 9. So I wonder if this is as we go on to and we continue, does it continue to increase? So that would be an interesting one. All right, let's go ahead and go on an expedition. Sablena, Sector 2.1, a little detour. Into the unknown, that's what it's all about. Let's explore this sector and bring home some of the treasures we can find around here. This is an expedition to a bonus sector of Sablena. Replay this level as many times as you like. It will be different every time. So this is a nice little procedural generated. We have water, acid, hydrocarbon. So very, very interesting. Let's get into this. What do we have? Water. Okay, hold on. If we do acid. Okay, to get acid, we're gonna need methane and sulfur. I'm not seeing any sulfur. Or we could do sulfur and water. Again, I'm not seeing any sulfur. Okay, what about hydrocarbon? I need methane and carbon. And to get carbon, we need that and oxygen. Okay, so we need to go here first. I have a feeling I'm going to do well to write down some notes of what I need to have. There's my pen. Okay, So to do this, we're going to put it right here. All right, so I want methane plus oxygen equals, that's just carbon. Okay, we have acid, so carbon plus sulfur equals acid. Okay, this is a really, I'm thinking that like this would be a really good game. Let's get a lab going. So we're gonna do a water right here and drag that over there. We'll get our little rover going. Okay. So for this, I need methane and oxygen. So I need... We're gonna do methane. We're gonna send that. So that way I've always got that going. It's water and methane. Okay. So what I need is I need water here, a refiner. We're gonna do a second launch pad here. Not a launch pad. An extractor here. And I need a chemical lab. Get some extra water going. Oh, you know what? Let's prioritize this one. Because this is going to be like, we're going to be doing a lot of water, so. I think we're going to be fine for, so let's get methane going. We're going to put that down at the bottom. Water, I need some more money. Okay. Now, let's see. I need a chemical lab. I should be getting there pretty soon. I just need 200. So that's gonna make this oxygen. And, okay, money, credits, uranium. I could do the reactor. I could do the gym, but I'd have to go to a different planet because I think I remember seeing that. Let's do this one, and then I'm gonna go see if I can't find something that's got that other one. Okay, chemical lab right here. And there we go. Let's do more water. Do I have any more water on this? I really don't. Oh, well, I guess I do here. What do I have? We can do 4 right there. There's another one right there. Okay. Let's get water. Okay, so to finish this one, I need uranium. So let's step out. Okay, this one's got uranium. So let's enter this one and see what we have here. Yeah. Let's see. We need an extractor. So we've spent all of our money getting this up. So there's the uranium. Let's get our little ensign yoke out here. Okay, so that gives us, not launch pad, this gives us enough to do an extractor here. We'll do 2 extractors there. All right. So that should get that going. What do we have here? This is gold. Let's at least do that. So we've got some gold coming in. Yeah, engine room. Now we do need the acid. Okay, so that makes carbon. I need to find... Okay, so to do sulfur, we have not yet found sulfur. All right, so let's... Is that sulfur? That is sulfur. Okay. We can always do this. I have plenty of money for right now. Let's get a little bit more science points and we'd be able to do... Let's get a greenhouse going. Before we do that, really quickly, let's come over here. Do a refiner. We're gonna put this like right here. There. Okay, let's go back to the map. The lab. Okay, so let's come over here. Let's enter. All right. I want this one. Okay. So over here. I would like, I think, a landing pad right here. So let's go to the map real quick. I want this one to come over to here. I think that's what I want. So there's sulfur. So I need this. To go, I think in, hold on. Yeah, so this is gonna come over to here. This is our sulfur. So I need a extractor. Yeah, we can do gold. And I can't do carbon because I don't have any carbon going over there. We could do magnesium. Yeah, because there's magnesium right there. So what we'll do is we'll just have a single extractor right here. There we go. We're gonna have this. Go back here. There we go. So this is gonna be carbon, sulfur, and acid. We've got acid coming in. Now we just need to get this one, which means we need carbon again. Where's this? We've got more uranium, more sulfur. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Wait, can we do this? Yeah, that gives us 2 things of acid. That's awesome. Okay, so we've got more acid. I don't think we necessarily need it, but let's do that. Okay, this is uranium. So let's just go ahead and we'll do right there. That's technically 4. So we have uranium, sulfur. Uranium, sulfur, and magnesium. Okay. You know what? There. And I know 4 is, it can do more. Let's do the carbon. So to get the carbon, we have to have the methane and the oxygen. And to do that, let's discover over here. You know what? Let's discover both of these. Water. There's the, okay. This has also got gold, which we've already got gold. And okay. So this one's the one that's got methane. So I need methane and oxygen. Okay, so let's do another extractor here. Another extractor here. And this one is one that we're gonna get carbon. Which means I need the chemical lab here. We're just gonna drag this over here, and I need that. And there. All right, so that is got... Yeah, that's got oxygen. There's carbon, and now this has got carbon going through. Awesome. This has exclusively got carbon. Okay, let's go back in. Oh, it's even adding more. Okay, so there's another sulfur. I wonder if this is just a collect how many resources. So this would be really cool. We could do that one. Acid, methane, and water. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so I need... Methane, oxygen. So we get carbon. We have carbon here. Can we discover anything else that has... that possibly has... No. No. Everything is just... everything is just sulfur. Can we do this one? Let's go through and do... a launch pad here. And I need... there we go. So that goes to there. So that's the methane. And then I need oxygen. We're going to go here. Put that right there. Yeah. I need a landing pad. Back up to... that one went there. This one goes there. We need some more science. Manufacturing unit. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. We do need more science though. We are getting into some pretty big things. Plastic, craftable. Hydrocarbon, and oxygen. I need to work on building hydrocarbon. Okay, so this one... that's not the one I wanted to go there, though. Hold on. No. This goes to the space station. This one goes here. Okay, so what I want, if that's going to be methane, we're going to have a water, oxygen, probably not the best way to do that, but whatever. Yeah, actually, you know what? Let me backtrack this. Okay, because this is water. We can do this better by doing this here. Then we'll take in oxygen and so there we go. So there's our carbon. Okay, and I don't have any sulfur here. So let's go back up here. Hold on. Let's do this. I need hydrocarbon. Wait a minute. If I get the carbon, add it to methane. Ooh, okay, that's gonna be... So we get the carbon. Or we could add it to water. Let's go back into here. Okay. So if we have carbon, we do an extractor here. Oh no, we can do a second line to, no, not there. Okay. We do another extractor. No, that's... Yeah, carbon plus water. Oh, carbon plus water. Okay, so I don't need this. We do... Here's another extractor. And what did we get? We've got that. All right. That was not it. Okay, that's water. Methane. I thought I had... Oh, no. Okay. No. Delete that. Delete that. There. That's carbon plus water. We have discovered hydrocarbon. Yeah. Because what we have is this is just goop, which is basically incompatible resources. So that should get us that one. We just got to make sure that this output now goes to here. It appears that I have something that's stuck here. Maybe not. Expedition completed. Replay this level as a new expedition or stay here and try to maximize your score. A little detour, which we did not get to see that thing. If you like the first impression of Starbirds, which I very much did, you would help us a lot if you leave a positive review and wishlist the game. So not in the demo, we have electricity, further star systems, new surface challenges, more buildings, and building upgrades. So let's continue playing real quick. Let's go back into here and look at this. A little detour. We did get 20 stars. So this is probably if you max them out. So let's go back and look at some of the other stuff we have here. We do have a level selection, so you can go through, you can replay any of the cutscenes. You can play it. There's 2 levels and a little detour. It looks like we have another level. So we have levels, more cutscenes, and it just goes off into off into the distance. So there's the first system, and then you can restart each one of these individually, and it tells you like how well you did. So if we go back here, medals, you can see what medals and things that you have earned. I love games that you have things you can collect. This was 19%. And then we have our credits from Toukana Interactive and kurzgesagt. I think everyone has been like, we have no idea how to pronounce it, but we always love the animation style. So I know that this is, I know I've loved their YouTube channel with their stuff, and when they announced that this game was coming out, I was just like, yes, please. This looked so cute. I love the animation style. It's got a nice challenge and puzzle to it, so that's also nice. And not too terribly hard as long as you're able to access everything. So that was really cool. And then you can just keep playing. And I like that you can keep going even after the menus, or even after the games are technically done. What is that? Fertilizer. That's craftable. I don't think I have access to that. That's plastic craftable. This is, I think, the only one I can do. So let me know if you plan on picking this up. So yeah, this has been Starbirds. And thank you for watching. Have an utterly fantastic day, and I will see you next time.